My son used to talk to me and said, "Dad, what'd you talk about today?" They sent up 4 sorties at Tinker Air Force Base, stuff. And Ron sitting there telling me, you got the Pope replaced. How many people get the Pope replaced? Right? I didn't mean to. I did not mean to. I wasn't trying to get Francis put in and Benedict taken out. I was just trying to get people to live the Lord's Prayer. And the United States government sends up 4 sorties. Make sure that we're not living the Lord's Prayer, right? So this is actively happening, guys. This isn't something that's going to happen. This is something that's actively happening. And the people that are selfish and bad and won't allow us to live the Lord's Prayer, they're going to be made to live the Lord's Prayer. They're not going to do it themselves. Lucy Parsons, don't ever be fooled into thinking that the wealthy will let you vote their wealth away. Right? So I am the light, I am the way, none unto the faith of the truthful faith of the Father except unto me. All right. So this is happening, sweethearts. Regardless of what you and your science projects and your taxpayer dollars and your amazing, mind-expanding, mind-blowing technology, right? We don't need mind-blowing technology. We need truth. And we need faithful love from truth. I was watching last night on the Nightline before I went to bed. She was so cute. She's cutie. Right? And she was with her mom, and they were in wigs, and everything was crazy. Yeah, this crazy shit happens because you guys aren't living the Lord's Prayer. Okay? You can all yell and scream at the mother for being irresponsible, but who's asking them for money? And then have a commercial. I got hit by a car, and now I got lots of money. Of course, I got a bad neck, and it hurts, and I can't make it stop. But I got lots of money, so I don't have to go to work because I got lots of money. But I stimulate the economy because I got hit by a car trying to make money. Now I got lots of money. So if you got hit by a car, you can get lots of money too, and then you don't have to go to work, but you will be in pain for the rest of your life. Because getting hit by a car hurts like a motherfucker. Hey, Daryl Stingley, is that Jack Tatum? Yeah, he get hit by a car. Okay, but you're in a car. Yeah, but he was wearing a football helmet. You see what I'm saying? And Louis, they bounce, right? Machiavelli, it's just all business, right? And Machiavelli is not great literature. Machiavelli is an insane, dysfunctional, socio-psychopath. Okay? Machiavelli is an insane, dysfunctional, socio-psychopath. Okay? The people that worked on your technology to keep your money said that AI will have access to great literature like Machiavelli. Okay? They don't see the Bible as great literature because the Bible was written down by people like Machiavelli. Okay, the Bible is lived by people like me and Judy Krishnamurti and D.T. Suzuki. Okay, the Bible is written down by people like Machiavelli. Okay. That's why we still have money, and it says it clearly states in the Bible. Okay, what you should do. Okay, but people see it as magic and underworld. I have the same cognitive dysfunction with my own family. Okay, I'm the only one standing up with me and my dad. We had a hard time for a long time there, almost a year or two, after the kids were gone. Because you got to go get a job. You got to do this. Or you got to shut up and go get a job. And then finally I had to explain it to him in Americanese. Dad, they're trying to take my First Amendment right away. And say that you went with me. The one guy who sat there, you took me to the vet office. And they said, you need to shut up and get a job at Walmart. Know your place and shut up. And Dad, you hear? Fellow vet says do this. I'm like, okay, so I'm supposed to not stand up for the Lord's Prayer, not get up and use media devices to stand up for the Lord's Prayer, and just get a job at Walmart and hopefully get hit by somebody on the way to Walmart and then cash in real big and just shut up and enjoy Las Vegas, especially the girlfriend experience and the save room for my love, save room for a moment to be with me, right? First time we ever got a chance to be alone, we knew it was wrong to do. Guess that's why I was drawn to you. Second Lord says the 5th, the 4th, the 12th, the 127th time. I feel so alive, it won't last, but it's all right. No one ever did that with Miami. They would just come and fuck her and video record it and say how much of a bigger penis they had, and then they would leave. And then she'd come back home to me. She'd always compromise the poor kids, leave the kids alone and do all this. And I would be sitting there going to work, trying to pay the bills. And she, and then one of those assholes would get her pregnant again. And then I had to put it all back together. You thought Shelley's runner love from Merle Haggard was rough. All these people, oh, you're not a man. You say, okay, have you read Jeremiah and Elijah in the Bible? Okay. King David in the Bible, Jeremiah and Elijah in the Bible. You know the example of real men in La Biblica? The Jesus Revolution. There you go. Do you understand? I'm like them. Elijah and Jeremiah. You can name your kids Ezekiel. You can name your kids Zechariah, Jeremiah, Azariah. That doesn't mean you're raising them to behave like the people that, remember poor Azariah. I didn't give in, Mr. Parsons. They had to sedate me. I was like, there comes a time when they've got you incarcerated. You just don't be Billy Rose. Don't hang yourself and don't know. All you got to do is just, okay, I'm going to yield and overcome. Hey, that's awfully Chinese. Yes, I'm the light, I'm the way. None of the faith of eternal, faithful Father except done through me. So you're going to yield and overcome. Okay. Because it's wrong. Like Sun Yat-sen in London. What did he do? He yielded and he overcame. And then he asked for help from people in that country that were as compassionate, faithful, and intelligent as he was. Then he went back to China and they killed him and laughed at him and mocked him and told him he'll never see the light of day. We will completely obliterate his legacy. We will eviscerate him in fiction. We will write you. You know, they didn't have David Bowie and Queen during the time of John Thatcher. You've been weighed, measured, and found wanting. That's all just propaganda. And they did not have black folk and brown folk. No, that girl would not have been a part of the Horror Court. She'd have been a housemaiden. She'd been a sex slave. Like La Malinche. ¿Tú entiendes? Muy bueno. Okay. All these people, she was a traitor. She was a captive that was a sex slave that assimilated languages real well. And Cortez treated her better than any man had ever treated her in her life. Okay. She betrayed the people that turned her into a sex interpreter, spy, sex slave. For the man that treated her better than any man had ever treated her in her life. Say it one more time. Come on, all you Quatomic-ass Montezuma revenge motherfuckers. Say it one more time. La Malinche was a what? A woman that appreciated a man that treated her with dignity and respect, even though they didn't look alike. If I was my daughter, I would choose Othello too. Not saying Hernan Cortez is anything like Othello. Okay? He just was a good businessman. He just knew how to Paula his Jones. He just knew how to Monica his Lewinsky, right? Can I get a woot woot? Can I get an amen? Can I get a, hey, settlement? Settlement's a good settlement. Right, P. Diddy? If he doesn't know who the fuck I am, his head is so far up his ass, his ego ain't never pulling his head out of his ass. Hey, Kimmel, what's up? Say Memo. Say hi. Memo, we gotta hang. You are funny. Okay? The rest of these assholes... No, but Memo, I'm barbecuing with you, dude, dog. Okay. My brother-in-law will love you. Yeah. Cowboys! Cowboys, Dallas. Okay. You'll love my brother-in-law. You will love my brother-in-law. And Jerry, he's the over-the-top TV. He's a preacher. Okay. He's a preacher. And yeah, he's the dude that, let's get this party started. He's better than Marcusio on Claire Dates. And, because he's a man's man. It's like, he's supposed to be a man's man in the movie, but they have him. Oh, okay. No, Marcusio in the real book, he's like, hey, comes in, the party gets started. Who's the man? It's Marcusio. Yeah. I'll be a grave man in the morrow if you do this. He ain't afraid to die. Okay. but he's got a little bit more class at it than Dog on Menace to Society. Right? He comes in. You gonna let these motherfuckers tell you what to do? You might as well just die. Okay, that's Marcusio. All right. Anybody else know Marcusio? Okay. The one who plays him, young hearts run free. No, it's just, that's kind of Ben Johnson. Would Ben Johnson be rolling over in his grave? What the fuck? Marcusio? Well, Marcusio's the Italian guy. So what about it? What the fuck are you going to do about it? What do you think? That's Marcusio. Okay. Not the transgender black guy who plays it. No, that's an artist representation of the real deal. You know. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Okay. Marcusio is more like when he was raging, was more like Bobby De Niro when he was young, right? Oh, fuck, Bobby's here. Jimmy, go get your money from the laundromat. Go get your money. Go get your money. Give him a necktie in the alley with his wife and in their Cadillac. Okay, go get your money, right? Okay, that's Marcusio. You bite your thumb at me, sir? You bite your he ain't afraid of Tybalt. And Tybalt, like, we're gonna have to get 3 guys to kill this motherfucker. Okay. Let's and isn't that what they do? Don't they bushwhack him? Because Tybalt's afraid of him? Right? That guy gonna kill me, right? Shit. Can a gay guy be that way? Oh yeah, remember? But that's not the story. They just changed it for artistic expression. But Matthew, Blockbuster Video, biker, is it I-10 in Phoenix? I can't remember what interstate it is. But he's bam off the hood. Yeah, I think it was Mantis. I'm pretty sure it was Mantis. Was it Eagle Claw to Mantis? Or I'm not sure. He described it, and his boyfriend was so proud. If they had these cameras, you guys would still be watching that video. Where this 6'4", 165-pound Tai Chi champion takes a biker who's beating up his girlfriend on the side of the freeway, asks him to stop. The guy laughs at him, and then, oh! And we're all sitting there going, damn, and Chris was a film study student, and he's wanting to be, right? But that was a long time ago. And now we're missing that little Clutie because you guys are not living the Lord's Prayer, and you're fucked. She reminded me of my Amy when she was little. They're wearing wigs, and then I'm like, yeah, like with Amy when she had Natalie pretend to be her sister at the mall and try to go out with the guys to the military ball at the high school when I was in Crucis. Yeah. You remember that, Obama? You were there. Hey, Hillary. Joe don't remember. He's lost his mind. Jill don't know. He didn't pass it on to Jill. Okay, she wasn't in the Situation Room. Hilly where he was. Where was Bill? He was getting Lewinsky'd or something. Who cares? Who knows? Hillary don't. No. I don't give a care. Just as long as that man don't. I don't even have sex with the motherfucker no more. I have sex with my secretary. You see what I'm saying? You're horrible. Hey. Mimo's at my barbecue. He did it. No, I'm just kidding around. Do you see what I'm saying? No. Guys. After the facts, if you want to sit down and tell a joke or two and have ourselves a drink or two, but couldn't find an open bar, so we'll buy a 6-pack at the liquor store and we'll drink it in your car, there won't be any more liquor stores. Share, care, give, and courtesy, built to last. Booze can kill you, then don't make it and drink it. Paint can kill you. Then don't make it and sniff it. There you go. Why are you doing that? Because I'm miserable. Because I know life is going to be miserable. Because I can't compete for what I want. And for needs, when you love, you don't have to. Where's all the fun in that? I'm already fixing artificial general intelligence. I'm already fixing quantum computing. It's very uncomfortable. It's exceedingly uncomfortable. And you guys are you're pathetic. You're pathetic. You're dressing up in clothes, running around supporting violent sex cult behavior while I'm on YouTube anonymously correcting your technology that causes little 9-year-old girls to disappear on a cross-continental trip with her mother. Because you guys aren't living the Lord's Prayer. If you're living the Lord's Prayer, do you think that situation would have happened or even presented itself? You know, Louis bounce when you hit them with a car and they're on a motorcycle and they fly over your car? Great literature like Machiavelli. That's where Eric got that idea about letting people hit him and making lots of insurance money off of their driving like an asshole, him letting them hit him. Yeah, great literature.